voiceless.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Wayne Rooney out of this world! 2-1.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi, immens Messi. Encara Messi.
Featuring Premier League, La Liga.
Good morning to everyone out there. But this is a beautiful day. Today being Thursday, 19th day of the month of October 2023. And this is where we give the news and update about the world of sport. What is going on in the world of sport generally? What would you like to know? What do you want to hear? We'll give you the best on air on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. I am IBRAHIM ONIGBINDE. Not to waste much of our time, I'm going into the boxing side for the first today. About laws. I will beat Hennessy Jr. after cheesecake and cocktails. Joe Law is set to take on Hennessy Jr. On the undercard for Mike Lawal, and Isaac Chamberlain, British cruiserweight title fight. Also, Jose Bohatsi versus Dan Aziz. The match was postponed due to an injury. Because of an injury. The match was postponed. About Joe Law is ready to get stock clean after seizing the opportunity of a late notice fight against Hennessy Jr. that could rejuvenate his career. Law admitted his pre-fight diet has not been ideal after receiving a call to step in as a replacement opponent that has postponed to deliver a dramatic win over Hennessy Jr. That was coming on Saturday. You'll see if you're able to do that, you can watch the match between the two sides, between Joe Laws and Hennessy Jr. Between the two sides. If you want to know much about that, just pick up that. You have a lot to watch on the boxing side between Law and Hennessy Jr. You know the two they have been talking about this for a very long time. They have been saying this. Will you be able to defeat this? Now let's see what will happen. On Saturday, you can actually go there and watch the match between Laws and Hennessy. And also, let me just give you a news on the tennis. On the world of tennis now, there's a news that comes up there, which everybody has to know about. Nori loses again as Draper is beaten in Tokyo Epic. Cameron Nori suffers 4th defeat in a row as British #1 is beaten by top seed and defending champion Taylor Fritz. At the Japan Open, while Jack Draper is beaten by Alex de Minaur in an epic 3-set contest. The British #1 was not helped by drawing top seed and defending champion Taylor Fritz in the first round, but it is his 4-6-3 loss made it 7 defeat in the last 8 matches and 11 out of 14 dating back in Wimbledon. To Wimbledon. Norway recovered from an early break of serve in the opening set in Tokyo to pull back to 4-4 only to lose consecutive service game, giving Fritz the advantage he needed. That was the match. Fritz ranked 10th in the world at 13 exits and broke Norway 3 times to improve to 7-6 against the Brits. He now faces a winner of the all-Argentinian affair between Francisco Cerundolo and Diogo Schwartzman for the place in the quarterfinal. The matches that is coming up between the two sides, which everybody has to watch. And also, Andy Murray withdrew from Japan. Andy Murray withdrew from Japan Open due to an injury. And the Murray suffered the first round defeat to Roman Sefulin at the Shanghai Masters. He is hoping to feature at the Swiss indoors in Brazil, which begins on October 23rd. And the Murray was withdrawn from Japan Open Tokyo next week due to an injury. The Brits suffered a 3-3-6-2 first round defeat to Roman Sefulin at the Shanghai Masters last week and also exacted the China Open in the opening round by Alex de Minaur. Murray lost his opening service game and missed chances to break as safely move into a 2-0 lead. And also Grigor Dimitrov rolls back 3 years to shock top-ranked Carlos Alcaraz. Dimitrov, since some years back, Dimitrov has been a good player, which everybody has known. When we talk in the world of tennis, we do talk about Djokovic, Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal. We talked about them. We talked about Andy Murray. But presently now, the top seed Alcaraz was shocked by an inspired Dimitrov in the Shanghai. Dimitrov defeated top seed Carlos Alcaraz 5-7, 6-2, and 6-4 to reach the quarterfinal of the Shanghai Masters. The match was between the two sides. Dimitrov reached the quarterfinal of the Shanghai Masters on Wednesday after producing an inspired performance to shock a top-ranked Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz won 3 games in a row to take the opening set, but the brilliant Bulgarian bounced back in some style to land his biggest win in the year with a 5-7, 6-2, and 6-4 triumph. The 32-year-old watched. The 32-year-old was watched by coach Jamin Delgado on status Alcaraz throughout, hitting 26 winners, including 10 aces, to defeat the Spaniard in 2 hours and 9 minutes. I stayed in the match. I served really well, but made a few errors in the first set, said Dimitrov. I was running out of opportunity, but I started to understand his service game, and I was solid in the third set. And that was nowhere to be found because the third set, which he thought he could come back, unfortunately, Alcaraz has come behind him and has given him what is the serve. And so that is the match that came up between Dimitrov and Alcaraz. In the world of sport, let me move in the world of football. There was a news that comes up to us, which everybody has to know about Neymar Jr., Neymar da Silva. Something that happens to him. Brazil forward Neymar will undergo a surgery after suffering a rupture anterior cruciate ligament ACL and many scars in his left knee. His club Al-Hilal have announced Neymar was in tears as he left the field after injury his left knee in Brazil 2-0 loss against Uruguay on Tuesday. As Saudi Arabia side Al-Hilal did not say how long the 31-year-old is expected to be out for. Neymar suffered an injury when tussling for the ball with Uruguay Nicolas de la Cruz in the 44th minute of the 2-0 defeat. He left the pitch in tears on the stretcher after receiving treatment for several minutes and now looks set to be sidelined for several months. That is about Neymar da Silva. He only to undergo a surgery for ACL injury may miss the season. Probably, at the ACL, anterior cruciate ligament has been an injury that has been affecting a lot of players, which immediately has that some players went out for a whole season. Some went on for 7 months on an injury. But now no one can tell. After the surgery, a scan will be done on Neymar da Silva, Neymar Jr. Then the news will come to us if he will be out for the whole of the season or he's coming back before the season ends. No one knows for now. But the Saudi Al-Hilal, which they got him, which he has just been played for them, he's just being captured for them, now has an injury. What could happen to Neymar? What do you think could happen to Neymar season now? Do you think Neymar is going out of football? Or do you think Neymar, and just look at him, he's 31 years of age. And do you think coming back from that injury, is Neymar going out from there? Or he's still coming back to the world of football back? And also, let me just move on Messi. Lionel Messi named 2023 world most marketable athlete as Ronaldo fell to 27th in the list. Lionel Messi named world most marketable athlete in 2023. Argentine soccer superstar led Sports Pro 14th out of 50 most marketable athletes ranking. Messi becomes only the second athlete in 50mm history to take top sport on 2 occasions. Argentine soccer legend Lionel Messi has been named as the world most marketable athlete for 2023. 23. The Inter Miami forward top sports pros analyst in the world 50 most marketable athletes for second time, finishing ahead of National Basketball Association NBA icon LeBron James. Messi returned to the top of the ranking, having previously reached number 1 in the 2026. He become only the second athlete in 50mm history to take up sport on 2 occasions. U.S. women national soccer team striker Alex Morgan is third, with NBA star Giannis Antetokounmpo and Morgan teammate Megan Rapinoe competing the top 5. Last year, number 1 Portuguese soccer great Cristiano Ronaldo now sleep on 27th in the list. You look at Ronaldo now. When we're talking about Lionel Messi, you know, the two players, Messi and Ronaldo, were just competing. Whichever was looking at, is Messi the greatest of all time, or is it Ronaldo? Now look at it now. Who do you think, from your own side, who do you think is the greatest of all time? And looking at Ronaldo, now he's been dropped to 27th on the list. Messi has been number 1, which LeBron James, everybody knows, has been at number 1 before. Now comes back to number 2. Messi now top the list of the most marketable athletes in 2023. That's a big congratulations to Lionel Messi for that. A huge thing. And, you know, I talked about it yesterday, which was talking about this, like, this thing that Messi becoming at his age. Looking at Lionel Messi's age now, look at what he's doing. Also, he's been nominated for the Ballon d'Or ahead of Erling Haaland and also Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe. I was asking the question that, do you think we won the Ballon d'Or? Which someone commented on the program yesterday. The president of Showale Machine was saying Messi did not deserve the Ballon d'Or. I was telling yesterday, if Messi did not deserve the Ballon d'Or, FIFA won't put him in the list. The last, we were talking about the last 6, or let me say the last 3. Messi was there, and Alan is there. So, what do you think? From your own side, from the look of a thing, do you think Lionel Messi deserve this Ballon d'Or? He said it himself yesterday. Should said he did not deserve it. And I said, no one can judge. He did not deserve from your own side. But looking at what is going on presently now, Lionel Messi, could he be the one to have the Ballon d'Or? Or Erling Haaland, or Jude Bellingham, or Kylian Mbappe? No one can tell. Not until the end of this month. Then we will know, because we will vote. The vote will come up, and people will be like, okay, we voted for Lionel Messi to have the Ballon d'Or for another year again, to be the 8th of his for his career, the 8th Ballon d'Or. Could Messi have that? Let me just move down on Lionel Messi and move to Barcelona's side. Barca down to 11 senior players, including 2 goalkeepers, following the latest injury. Barca have suffered yet another injury, as the list of injuries rises to 8. And the available senior players dropped to 11. Captain Sergio Roberto has suffered a muscle strain in his calf following a training session today, and is expected to miss the clash with Athletic Club this Saturday. Sport claimed initially it looks like a light injury, and the recovery time could be around 7 to 10 days. That would rule him out of action for Athletic, but could see him return against Shakhtar Donetsk or Real Madrid next week. Pedri, Frank de Jong, Robert Lewandowski, Josconde, Rafinha, Alejandro Balde, and Lamine Yamal are all suffering from injury issues already, although the latter 2 did return to training today and are expected to be ready for the Athletic on Saturday. Pedri and Rafinha are also in line to return within the next week. However, Barcelona have just 11 senior players available, including reserve goalkeeper, that is Iñaki Peña. Although Fermin Lopez and Lamine Yamal have spent the majority of the season with the first team, it leaves Xavi with plenty of headache had and little room for rotation with Real Madrid just 10 days away too. Look at that for Barcelona's side. A lot of injury has been happening to Barcelona's side. What could happen? Because in the next 10 days now, Barcelona is facing Real Madrid, a Clasico. Who are the players to be used for Barcelona against Real Madrid? Do you think Barcelona can defeat Real Madrid? Do you think Madrid will defeat Barcelona? And looking at Barcelona team, they are having a lot of injury. A lot of injury has been happening to Barcelona. The likes of Jose Conde, Roberto Lewandowski, and Sergio Roberto, their top players are having an injury. And do you think, what do you think about Xavi Hernandez? What could he do? I don't think there's nothing he can do. But fortunately, he should be able to use what he has presently now. So with probably this weekend, and look before the Real Madrid match. So some players can still come back. With the presence of Lamine Yamal, can still come back. Sergio Roberto can still come back. So let's see how it goes. Let's look into that. Before we go on a commercial, but let me just bring you to this. Joan Laporta has been charged with bribery in the Nigeria case. In the Nigeria case, Barcelona president Joan Laporta has 3 years remaining in his mandate, but there is a chance it may be brought to an end early by legal means. Laporta is set to stand trial alongside former President Sandro Rosell and Josep Maria Bartomeu at the club itself for payment to former Vice President of the Referee Committee, Jose Maria Enrique Negreira. According to Mega, the court magistrates organizing the investigation into the payment has decided that this statute of limitation should be applied from the last payment made by the Negreira. This would mean Laporta is also involved in the case. Joan Laporta has been charged with bribery in the case. Look at that, Joan Laporta, that is Barcelona president. Why is everything happening to Barcelona? Some years back, when talking about Catalonia, it's also into Barcelona. You know, there's still an issue on that, which they have not bring up to. They have not bring it up back about Catalonia and Barcelona, Catalonia and the Spanish side. What do you think would happen at the end of this? Do you think Barcelona, and looking at Joan Laporta now he has been charged with bribery. With bribery. Why is everything happening to Barcelona's side? Why? Everything. Look at Barcelona had a lot of injury. A lot of crisis was happening to Barcelona some years back. Where they had to sell they have to sell a lot of the players. They have to sold out to bring in a new player. If you don't sell, you can't get in another player. Player were not afraid. Player wants to play at Barcelona, but Barcelona were unable to bring those players to the team. So a lot of issues is happening to Barcelona as it is now. Do you think Joan Laporta now is being charged and he has only 3 years? He has only 2 years to step down. But if this has been taken to court, if he's guilty of this, he will have to break down the 3 years. They have to bring it down, and they have to bring it up another new president to the team, to Barcelona as a whole. So what do you think about this? Looking at Barcelona team now, is Barcelona era now going? What do you think? What do you think about Barcelona team? Looking at what is happening presently at Barcelona. Let's just go on a commercial break. After we come back, we'll give you the news about what is going on in the world of sport, in the world of football, as it is now. We'll give you what could happen and what is happening. Or let's just go on a commercial break. I know you are still there with us. Don't leave. Stay with us, because there's still a lot we are still going to give you on air Al-IyamoyeTv. And this is SPORTVILLE, which will give you the latest news on the world of sport. Do enjoy our program. Thank you.
Featuring Premier League, La Liga.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volumes IBRAHIM for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9, Tausaf Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802-733-0900 or 0806-578-4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbà mu ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zayana. House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana, lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zayana lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zayana 08165688618. House of Zayana, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi, immense Messi. Encara Messi,
Featuring Premier League, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A, and all the league games in Europe.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Thank you for still listening. Thank you for still joining us on Al-IyamoyeTv and with the SPORTVILLE. Let me just give you about this news. Amrabat withdraw from Morocco duty as David Tehang faces mounting crisis injury. Manchester United have been dealt a fresh injury blow after Sofiane Amrabat was forced to withdraw from Morocco side. According to the Moroccan outlet Al-IyamoyeTv, the midfielder missed the 3-0 win against Liberia on Tuesday due to an unspecified injury. Amrabat was left out of Atlas Lion friendly against Ivory Coast on Saturday and failed to recover in time to feature against Liberia in Morocco final African Cup of Nations qualifier. Looking at Amrabat now at Manchester United. Since Amrabat got to Manchester United, he has been a good player. You know, he has been playing a lot of position. He was used as the left back. He was used as a right back. He's playing as a midfielder. He's playing as a central back. You know, he has just been a good player for Manchester United. Now he's having an injury. What could happen to Eric Ten Hag? What could happen to Manchester United as a team? Well, we think about that. Looking at Sofiane Amrabat, do you think Manchester United against Sheffield United without Sofiane Amrabat? And also Casemiro. Not that he's also having a light injury. Looking at Casemiro, he's a very aggressive player. Looking at Manchester United team, Lisandro Martinez on the injury. Varane on an injury. Looking at all that, do you think Manchester United could come up with something against Sheffield United? Do you think Manchester United could be able to defeat that without Sofiane Amrabat? Because this team is now coming to, they are now breaking. This team, the team is not coming together as we expected of them before. What could happen to Manchester United? What do you think about Manchester United looking at Sofiane Amrabat having an injury as it is now? So let's just see Manchester United and everything hang. They should be able to cook up something without having without Sofiane Amrabat. Now let me just Chelsea versus Enzo Fernandez and Raheem Sterling. Impressed, but Blues must back on progress against the Gunners. Chelsea for attraction against Burnley in a tough earlier this month stand out for a number of reasons. Firstly, it marked just the second time in a year that they had three successive victories, coming as it did at the back of Carabao Cup win over Brighton and 3 points being claimed at Fulham. The result was also the first time Chelsea had scored more than 3 goals in a competitive match since 6-0 thumping of Southampton in March 2022. If any further evidence were needed for just how bad the Chelsea had been for the past year, the success at Burnley also meant Chelsea were into a mid-season international break off the back of the win for the first time in 19 months. Looking at Chelsea, since Chelsea has started this season, and Chelsea was also an injury-prone team. The Mauricio Pochettino was going with the young players. He had an injury. A lot of injury was happening to Chelsea. The likes of Christopher Nkunku, Rhys James, Kali Chukwuemeka. A lot of players like that in Chelsea team. Ben Chilwell having an injury. So what do you think about Chelsea? Match against Arsenal now. They were still doubting for Rhys James to be played. He could play or he may not. Kali Chukwuemeka and Natalie Chaloba having a setback from an injury. They are even by their chilling. They were coming up from an injury before. Unfortunately, they have a setback in the team. So what do you think could happen to Chelsea against Arsenal? Do you think Chelsea can bounce back? Do you think Chelsea could defeat Arsenal? Or do you think Arsenal would defeat Chelsea? What is your take on that? What do you think about Chelsea with the lot of injury Chelsea has this season? Do you think as Chelsea were coming out, immediately after they played the Brighton match, they would have won against Burnley? People were like, once they won against Fulham, people were like, oh, I think Chelsea is coming back. Do you think so? I do tell a friend of mine, like, don't think Chelsea is coming back. If Chelsea were able to defeat Arsenal this weekend, then I would say, oh, Chelsea is back on the field. Chelsea is back at their best. So let's see how it goes through the week. And tomorrow, we'll give you the latest news. A match report that could come up through the weekend. We'll keep you talking details. What could happen between the two sides? What could happen through the weekend? What has happened? Back in the days, between Chelsea and Arsenal. And who do you think could defeat each other? Looking at Manchester United against Sheffield United. Manchester City against Brighton and Hove Albion. What do you think about those matches? Coming back from an international break, do you think this team can just come back? Can you think, looking at the team, when talking about Manchester City against Rodri, was saying coming to Man City has been the best for him. When he was back in the days, before coming to Manchester City, he has not been at his own best then. Unfortunately, Pep Guardiola has discovered a lot of things in him. And do you think Man City could defeat Brighton and Hove Albion this weekend? Let's see to that. Let me just go on the comment section of our Facebook site. I have a comment there which says, Showale Mashud. Both Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are the greatest of all time. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. If you check Cristiano Ronaldo's stats, you will see that he is the greatest of all time. And if you look at Lionel Messi's side as well, he is also the greatest of all time. The two are just been the best in the world of sport. They've proven to everyone. They've proven to everybody because the last 10 or 11 years back, they are just between the two sides, just winning the Ballon d'Or. Messi won the 7 Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo won 5. Look at the two players. They have been the best, the greatest of all time. And also he said, what was the achievement of Messi over Ireland that will make them to crown him the Ballon d'Or winner? Messi played in the last season Champions League and did nothing. Haaland won it. He won the treble and got the overall highest goal scorer. What else did we need? The news has been linked that Messi won the Ballon d'Or. Make they continue. You know, I just love these comments. You know, talking about in the Messi and in Ireland. Between the two players. Between the two of them. Actually, Erling Haaland won the Champions League. Greatest of all, the highest goal scorer. He won everything in the Champions League. Also in the EPL, he won the highest goal scorer. He also won the league. He won the Carabao. He won the FA. All the league, domestic league, and the Champions League. He won everything. We all know that. But when we look at individual plays, individual stats of a player, Messi is above Erling Haaland. Individually, we're talking about collectively. You can say Erling Haaland is better than Messi, but individually, Messi is better than Erling Haaland. From my own side there. And also, at least after this year Ballon d'Or, Messi will have no chance to win again. It will be left to Mbappe, Haaland, Vinicius, Jude Bellingham, Gavi, Pedri, Alvarez. Yes, you're right. But that's not all. These are the young players, the young lads that are coming to the football now as it is now. And also, I will also choose Martin Odegaard of Arsenal. He's also coming to it. When we are talking about Manchester United, they can have it. They can also have this Bruno Fernandes. We can talk about Bruno Fernandes. Into Chelsea team, we can also talk about Enzo Fernandez. Those players are proving themselves. Like they are the player that are coming to the limelight as it is now. Looking at Liverpool team, we have Szoboszlai. They have McAllister. They are coming to this limelight. They are coming to it. So these are the young players, the young lads that are coming out of world football now, which we'll be talking about for Ballon d'Or. They are the nominees that are coming up into the Ballon d'Or individually, which award did Messi won ahead of Erling. I just want to talk about this every time. I don't have much time to spend on this program anymore. They have been waving hands to me that I should end this program presently. Now, a lot has been happening in the world of football, which everybody has to know. By tomorrow, by God's grace, I will give you the latest. I will bring it up to you. Haaland and Lionel Messi, they start between the two sides. What is happening in the world of football? What do you want to know? What do you get to know? This could be the end of SPORTVILLE today. A lot of things happening in the world of football. A lot of things it's happening. Oh, so sorry to Hennessy Jr. for his injury. For his ACL injury, because it will be out for a very long time. So sorry so sad for him. At age of 31, he may be out for a very long time. So sorry about that. This could be the end of SPORTVILLE on Al-IyamoyeTv. And thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for still being with us. Thank you for staying with us. God bless Nigeria. God bless Ogun State. God bless Al-IyamoyeTv. And God bless all the staff and everyone out there. God bless our viewers out there. Al-IyamoyeTv and video is the best and will always be the best. Stay tuned. After this program now, our news is coming up to you. That is a fresh light. We will give you the latest news. And also a Yoruba version of it, IBRAHIM Ojunto, is also coming up to you. Do stay with us and enjoy all our programs. Thank you and good morning as well.
Out of this world.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immense Messi.
Featuring Premier League, La Liga, Ligue, Bundesliga, Serie A, and all the league games in Europe. All you need to do